ఓం శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. అందరికీ నమస్కారం. In this video, let us examine what are the relationships and what is love and hate in those relationships. You see, one eagle caught hold of one fish from a lake and is flying high in the skies. It wants to rest on some top of the hill or a mountain or a tree and enjoy its catch. So when it is flying, catching hold of the fish in his mouth, the other eagles which are flying in the sky spotted this eagle and thereafter this eagle. So many eagles, they started chasing this eagle and started injuring this eagle. So this eagle flew and flew and flew and unable to escape from the threats of these other eagles, she dropped the fish and started flying very high. Surprisingly, all the eagles turned off. Then the fish realized that the other eagles are not loving him nor hating him. Their botheration is all about the fish which she was having in her mouth. So people neither love you nor hate you, but they are after you to which you are holding or having. I mean to say, thereafter, what do you have? Not about you. So, this is the truth of life. So, as long as you fulfill the needs or desires of others, the relationship sustains. So, nature has evolved on the basis of needs. So, sustenance of relationships is basically on what you can do for other. If that is absent, then the relationships, what we call or whatever we call it, intimate, in whatever relationship, they are hollow. So There are exceptions, leave aside the exceptions. I am not talking about the exceptionals in the relationships. Generally, this is the criteria in the relationships. So, if they want you, if they want to fulfill their need or desire, and if you are able to help them, or if you are able to have what they want or what they need, then the relationship sustains. That love sustains. So, when you are unable to fulfill their desires or needs, or if they don't want what you have, then the relationship fades away, love fades away. It is sad, but it is true in respect of relationships. See, a young boy, for example, he dislikes the leafy vegetables or some kind of vegetable, but in medical terms it gives the immunity and strength to withstand any outside attacks, I mean biological attacks. So, he resists a young boy, but when he grows up, when he realizes that this food develops immunity in his biological system, he willingly accepts and takes it. So, what made him to accept which he has rejected once in his childhood? That awareness, that understanding made him to realize that. So, when people are having some self-interest in your possessions, it need not be material, it may be emotional, and it may be otherwise also. So, when they want to share their feelings of love and hate or whatever they have towards their fellow beings in life, so they want some kind of shelter, psychological shelter, where they can open up and share all their feelings, all their emotional and psychological feelings. So, as long as you have got that patience to hear them, then that is also a kind of self-interest, and that is why they come to you under the form and guise of love or relationship. When they feel that you don't have anything what they need, or when you become helpless to fulfill their desires or needs, they abandon you. So, this is the true story of relationships in the world. So, really speaking, how can anybody hates you? If you are hating anything, it comes out of non-understanding or misunderstanding, because which you don't and cannot understand, you try to hate. It's a natural phenomena. But when you start or someone starts understanding you as you are, what you are and all that, then that understanding evolves or takes a form of compassion and love towards you. When they understand you, that compassion and love follows in them. So, as it is, people doesn't hate you or love you unless they try to understand you as you are in your true form. That compassion and that love will not arise in them. So, if you want the love constantly from the relationships, either you have to adopt, means adjusting yourself to their needs and desires. So, as long as you do that, you can have that love from them in the relationships. But when you fail to honor their needs, desires, opinions, perceptions, etc., naturally they will fall away from the relationship. So, what is the right thing to do in this kind of relationships? The first thing is do the right karma or whatever you feel right, do it in all the relationships, maintaining your own self and your own individuality. That means this takes you inwards. When you go inward, you come to know what is right karma, what you have to do, what is your dharma in all the relationships, and you adhere to that, and when you do that, you turn inwards, and when you turn inward, you are not affected by their love or hate, and you go on doing whatever you feel your dharma. That is one thing. In the second thing, when you adopt yourself, when you try to adjust yourself to the needs of others, it is that kind of attitude towards relationships is a bottomless pit, and there is no end in pursuit of that kind of love in the relationships, which ultimately results in causing you misery and suffering. So, do your own dharma in all your activities in respect of the relationships and dwell in wisdom and bliss. Thank you.